What up, what up? This is Master Vavi, and we managed to pull off another one. I don't know how we do it, but we always seem to find a way to push ourselves to the limit. And I know I say this every time, but this was the longest mastery I have ever had to do. In a meta that's surrounded with haste, poor tracking, a lot of CC to your nuts. Desert Sunrise got buffed, so it's definitely not a bleed pop meta. But guess what? We're countering metas, we're fighting against metas, and we're deleting metas. Here's the journey till we got there. Oh, you just got, you see how do you want me to do that if I don't have evade? I messed up, bro. So what? No.
C'est moi, ce soir, it's you and me, c'est toi. Je suis, maybe, the only one I need. Bonjour, j'adore, you're all I want and more. Ça va,
Holy shit.
au revoir, it's only un, deux, trois.
Oh, that felt good though. Heck that. Oh!
We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna
I clapped again. I knew it. I knew it was coming, Dad. I knew it was coming.
c'est moi,
Ah,
ce
shit.
soir, it's you and me, c'est quoi.
Oh!
Je suis, maybe, the only one I need. Bonjour, j'adore, you're all I want and more. Ça va, au revoir, it's only un, deux, trois. We are the wild ones. We only live once. We wanna feel young. All night long, we don't ever wanna stop.
Let's
We
go!
don't ever wanna stop. We are
Let's
the
go!
wild ones.
Let's freaking go, Chad! Freaking win that shit or no, Chad! Okay, let's go into gameplay, guys. As you know, we need to do some breakdowns and explain to you guys the thought process. Let me tell you something first. I almost quit this build, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will not stick to this build till the end, to the point that you're a master of the build. It requires a lot of management, stamina, evade, when to do it, when not to do it. Everything is so much more harder to manage, especially when pairing it with Musket, especially with this meta. Look at this final fight with this guy, Void calling Fire Step, because that's what we see. We stack one bleed on him, beautiful. We evade backwards. We're gonna talk about that. And here, watch this, a nice block. Sometimes you need to be aware with this build when to block. I've never blocked as much as I block with this build. Sometimes it's worth the trade-off of the damage and the stamina, so you need to block sometimes and do some chips. All right, we're gonna talk about that. So we block here, we drop another bleed on him. So there you go. And now you guys can see that he does have 2 stacks of bleed on him. And that's the combo. We're going to talk about the combo and how to do it at the end of the video. But basically now I got full cooldowns on all my abilities. And what we're going to do is a Tondo into cancellation of evade, into a light attack, into a flourish and finish. And if you hit that Tondo in the right time, you're going to get 3 stacks and pop a lot of damage just like we're about to do. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. Nuked. Look at the damage. Do the math. I'm telling you guys, this build is insane, but it's really, really hard to manage. Again, another fight against another Fire Staff Void Blade. We're gonna have some fights against Sorting Shield Hatchets, and I feel very confident against them. There's some builds that are a little bit harder, like the Great Axe is a little bit harder to fight now. But look, again, 2 blocks here against this gentleman. Yeah, against spamming it, not going too hard. We fake those. You guys gotta get used to that with the muskets. Play up close, stop being a rat, get up close, and learn how to bait your opponent into dodging. That's a big thing about this build. You got to make your opponent dodge stem out so you can apply some Tondos. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fake a shot there, and then we're actually going to shoot him after he came out. So 2 stacks there. And here I use a flourish and finish. That's another thing. Sometimes you're going to have to use a flourish and finish to gain space and to kite. But most of the time, you want flourish and finish just to do the final hit on someone, right? So that's the thing. Again, here we know we're low, but we're gonna drop a Tondo, get a lot of the stamina regen there, Nice shot. He does the charge. Well played from him. We hit a beautiful shot now. And now we know that he has 2 stacks on him. We can apply. We don't have the full combo. We can apply it first. Finish it. Finish it. There you go. Keep going. I just say, right? Oh, shit. You weren't expecting that. God, what a battalion. Why am I putting this here? I did not believe in the survivability that this build has, the capability of it. I thought evade was just to dodge and get out, and it kind of is, but it's the timing of your evade, and when are you refreshing your evade? How much are you refreshing your evade? And look at just the survivability that we're having here, applying stacks here. Well, nice damage, but just to get some space because I was low con. Look at this, you still get a kill. Beautiful.
What's up, loser?
We move on to the next fight, guys. Here we're fighting this gentleman called a best hammer end. You see that we hammered in. You see that he has a lot of resistance there. You see those blueies? That means resistance. This means to me that he might have some Jin head rep. This build, guys, let me say that you see that? He has 3 stacks, big damage. Still applying big damage on him. So you guys need to be aware of a lot of things. How many stacks they have, how your cooldowns are, how much empowerment do you have, and how much is their bleeds actually at? Like, how much is they're ticking for? You see, he's ticking here for 131 with the resistance, and now he's not resisting anymore. So that's important. You see that block there? Again, exactly what I was telling you guys before. These blocks are essential for your stamina and for your regeneration of your evade. A lot of times you're gonna block and then you're gonna chip a light attack. Not a chain of light attacks. You're gonna chip a light attack. That's gonna bring your cooldown, evade cooldown down a lot. And another thing is start evading sideways more often than ever. All right. We missed there. Not a lot of damage though. We finished with the musket. We move on to the next clip, guys, and we don't have a lot of clips for today. But we got here a fight on a 3v3 arena, and we finished this kill beautifully. We have another player here, OMW. I think this is Kirby. He's a streamer. He's a good player. We're going to fight him here. He does a nice reap there. A lot of slow. This is kind of the new meta thing that a lot of people are running. Sorting shield, great axe. We do a great job in guiding here. We did an awesome job. He's a good player. I know Kirby. He's a good guy too. But here, kind of potato. I wanted to drop a grenade, and it just shot him. I don't know why. Here, we're not afraid. We drop a shot. We apply a taunt. We know we need flourish. Boom, nice. The flourish comes, and we do big damage. You guys are going to get insane with this clip. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at just this damage. He for sure was not expecting this. He was like, what the heck just hit me, man? I just wanted to show you guys the damage potential that you could get out of this. He already has 2 stacks on him. You see that right there? He's bleeding for 153 on that second dot. That is a big number. That's a juicy number. It could be higher, but that's a pretty nice number. So we drop a grenade on this guy. Don't forget your ghostly touch gloves are also going to give us some extra empowerment, and also the shocking power that you guys are going to see in the build section of this video. And look at that. We get that. Bang! Look at the damage. I did the math. It's around 16k. He got nuked. Big time. GG's. I mean, look at this beauty. We're looking good, almighty good. You guys know that we need to look good while we're fighting so folks can remember our faces. Look at that, the red drip. No one could do it. I'm gonna be doing something really different than most of my builds and most of folks out there. We're not running Enchanted Ward. That's right. We're not gonna be running Rune Glasses. That's right. I'd rather run full resistance now. As you guys can see, fire, opal, and slash. That's the meta, boys, and that's what it is. Sometimes I change my gems, so I don't use Rune Glasses anymore. I'm pretty good with empowerment, so I don't think I need it a lot. You're gonna be focusing on shirking heals, invigorated, and some weapon perks as well if you can. Chest piece, we got the one from the worm. Maybe you could use something different here. I'm gonna say maybe omnidirectional evade with shirking heals and shirking energy. That would be beautiful. Yes, we're running ghostly touch gloves for this. Some of you guys are gonna say, no, Bobby, this is not the best. This thing smacks. This thing is really good. Every time that they apply, take that empowerment off, give me that empowerment, you know, every shot. And a lot of people sleep on this thing. So here we are playing it off meta and break it. And the freaking stupid ass game just crashed, man. Tony, fix this. Pants here. I know some of you folks are gonna say, nah, Bobby, why are you using this? It's the only piece with Enchanted Ward, but we have health. And why am I running at least one piece of health? Just because I like the 15,000 con. If you take it off, you're gonna have 14,000 and some change. But again, shirking heals, invigorated 2 pieces, and thrust conditioning. Here we could also put maybe that omni evade that we need so much for this build. Musket, nothing has changed, man. Keep doing with that musket. The finisher, absolutely a must. You cannot do this build without the finisher. You're gonna also be putting a thrust gem on this thing. No nature, none of that stuff. You're gonna put a full-on thrust gem on this bad boy. So whenever you hit that flourish and finish, that thing is gonna pop every single time. And then hunk mandatory. This is gonna be your problem, guys. Let me tell you this, and I don't want to extend it, but I have to say it. Whenever you start this build, and if you're not used to this type of build, you're going to struggle a lot. So there's some perks that won't be viable for you in the beginning, but they will be viable for you once you practice and you master it a little bit. Didn't start with shirking empowered, but now I have it because I'm better at dodging, I'm better at iframing, I'm better at using those evades, which is all going to proc your shirking empower. More empowerment, more bleed pop, more damage, more kills. Ring, big surprise. Here, healthy toast, big surprise, big change. Healthy toast, healing heart, and regeneration. Attribute points. And you guys like, what the hell? Bobby, you're running 150 card? Yes, I am. We're absolutely ruining everyone else's life. People are surprised when the musket doesn't get squishy and he can last and stay on the fight and be beefy about it. Fights are longer now in New World. The fights are a little bit longer. There's more haste, there's more regeneration, there's more healing. You also need to stay up a little bit longer. And you guys know that I love to do the builds where they're balanced and you can use both weapons in a very scary way. Weapon mastery, musket, I didn't change a dang thing, guys. Rapier, this is where the jam goes. You need to get all these correct, especially these stamina ones. This one, critical strikes, is really important. Critical strikes reduce all cooldowns by 5%. You're gonna need that. And also, god dang, stupid ass game. It crashed again. Tony, fix this. Okay, yes, can I finish my freaking video? Okay, can I have the game on for a little bit? Here we are again, practice room. The secret about this is obviously stacking the bleeds on your enemy, right? So if you're able to stack 3, which is the max, you're gonna be doing a higher bleed pop. So after that, you stack another one, and now you have 2. That's when you can put in practice your full-on combo, which is going to be a Tondo, cancel with the fade, into a light, into a flourish and finish. Let's try to do it. There you go. That is a lot of damage. You guys do the math, but that's how you're gonna do it. A Tondo into a evade that cancels the Tondo, which is gonna make your animation seem very short, but it's still gonna apply that bleed on your enemy. Let's try to do just that part. Tondo into cancellation. You see that? We didn't finalize the Tondo animation. We canceled it with an evade, but we still apply the bleed. That requires a lot of technique, a lot of skill, and a lot of timing. And one of the things that it requires is your muscle memory on your keybinds. So try to find a sweet spot of your keybinds for you to do the combo. That's right, we finish off for today. I really want to say thank you to everyone that was here. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share it, do whatever. Don't forget to tell someone you love it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.